There's a little cutie Warrior fan right there behind us. Well, after the first set, let's take it inside. The numbers presented by HMSA.
You see 83% was the hitting percentage for UH outside hitter Stanley Hinkle on Sunday versus Irvine. And I believe he's 1 for 1 tonight. He's hitting 1,000 tonight. Those are pretty good numbers for Stanley Hinkle, who was at one point in the fall, they were considering redshirting him, but he's come on strong and played well.
And in talking to Charlie Wade and asking him about frustration, and it was not because you're getting beat, it's because you're playing so well and still sometimes coming up on the short end. And that's when it gets frustrating. But like he says, you look at a team like UC Irvine, you look at a team like UCLA, laden with seniors, top to bottom throughout the lineup. And Hawaii out here on any given night, seeing several freshmen and sophomores in the mix, and maybe only 1 or 2 seniors playing regularly.
I think 1 point last week, Charlie had 5 first-timers who never played Division I volleyball before out there just experimenting, trying to find out if he could find a hot hand. UCLA not in the same situation. They've got 5 seniors that start out of the 7 guys that start. 5 of them are seniors, and 3 of them are 50-year seniors. So they're old. It's like playing against BYU.
Some of them are so old, half of their mustaches are turning gray.
Well, they're an impressive team, and they're going to give Coach Al Skates a pretty good chance to win his 20th NCAA championship.
Great pass by Costello. Nick West puts it over. UCLA with an opportunity, and the swing goes way long by Vogel. By the way, at the end of that last set, it was Kyle Caldwell with the service ace for UCLA to win that first set.
And Vogel struggling right now. 1 kill, 3 errors, hitting negative.
So JP Marks back to serve for Hawaii. There's the big swing. Give him a good set. It's Weston Dunlop, who's 6 feet 8 inches tall. Give him the quick move, and he's able to put it almost vertical, straight down.
You know, Marks put up a pretty good serve here, but look at the pass, right on the money, right to the net. UCLA in system. Got players running all over the place, especially getting to set their middles.
And back the other way, Nick West. Now, I mentioned earlier, it was a busy night here in the lower Manoa Quarry. That's because the University of Hawaii baseball team opening up its season for the 3rd year in a row against the Ducks of Oregon, and Hawaii strikes first, 1-0. We're here tomorrow night again for Hawaii volleyball, and then Sunday and Monday, OC Sports will move the truck over to Les Murakami Stadium, and we'll be bringing you the final 2 games of that 4-game set. RBI by Colin Bennett for the Warriors to get that first run of the season. And the Rainbows have won 8 of their last 11 baseball openers. The volleyball team. Got the Rainbows there, the Warriors here. Biscaro back to serve for Hawaii. Warriors up by 1, 3-2, set number 2. And the set, and the block by Jared Lofi.
Another good pass by UCLA off a pretty good serve by Biscaro. That pass was right on the money. Jared Lofi got up in time. He guessed right here. He guessed that there was going to be a cutback, and it was.
Biscaro to serve off the tape. Good pass by Mottram, kind of delaying his body language as that ball kind of hung up there, and the swing off the block. Point for the Bruins.
Well, Mottram's been a good catch for Coach Al Skates. Transfer from Santa Barbara, played in the junior national team. Puts up the ball. Really a nice passer. He's an even better defender.
Marks with a good pass. Hunt just fisting it over, and an opportunity for the Bruins. And the easy little wall shot by Gonzalo Quiroga. A point for the Bruins, and we're even at 4.
Quiroga's so cagey. He plays in the Argentinian junior national team. His brother plays professionally down in Argentina. He just comes from a family of a lot of volleyball. And have cagey shots like that. When they get in trouble, they can manufacture things. And he's a good one. He really hurt Hawaii last time. He had 11 kills, hit 381.
Lofi. That was a weird play. Lofi hit it. It was blocked back. It went off Lofi's shoulder and back over. Right?
He gets a kill.
He gets a kill.
It's called a shoulder kill. You don't see it very often, but I think there's something in the stat box about the famous shoulder kill.
Look at this. It happened so quick you could barely even see it. But that's what happened.
You might see that once a year, maybe.
Hutt serving for Hawaii. Oh, another beautiful pass. Just kind of a diving effort to return that serve back there by Matrom and just put it spot on.
I think this has been the biggest improvement by UCLA from last year to this year is their passing. Look at Matrom's pass. Caldwell didn't have to move an inch to set that.
Averill blocked. Back the other way, flying in out of the back row is Case Beer, and he puts a big swing on it and gets the kill. He's been relatively quiet tonight from what you normally see from him. Got his 4th kill on the night now. And the Bruins now back up by 1. And Lofi off the block, puts it in the back corner, and we're even at 6-all.
Mascaro's starting to work the middle just a little bit more, working Lofi, working Nick West, trying to get those UCLA middle blockers to honor Hawaii's middle attack, which should open up the outside.
Lofi floats it over. Quiroga off the block, big diving effort by Lofi, and then West gets it over. And again going to the ground. The big guys for Hawaii trying to keep that ball up, but J.P. Marks unable to make the play that time.
That was not a pretty rally. Each team had their opportunities. They just, I think, did not make wise choices in what to do with the ball when it came to them, in sort of a scattered fashion. They could have really converted. Either team could have converted a lot sooner.
So the Warriors trailing by 1. It'll be 7 serving 6. Nick Vogel hammers it right into the antenna, and we're even at 7. Al skates up, just kind of pacing the sidelines. He doesn't have to say anything. He gets out of his chair, and I think his players know something's up.
Yeah, he's pretty calm, cool, and collected. That's the way that Mike Seeley, former UH assistant, described him. Mike played for him a couple of years. He was also, for 4 years, he also was his assistant for a while, and he said it's amazing how calm and cool he can be under fire.
Yeah, Stanley Hinkle serving. I watched him. He got up right in front of us. He walked, he took about 10 steps, stopped, looked at his players, turned around, and went back to the bench. Didn't say a word.
Yeah, actually, I think part of what he was doing was he was checking out the Hawaii's rotation as well, because Coach Case very often will give the blocking signals. So he wants to know which Hawaii players are up in the front row.
Marks, roll shot. Dug up in the back row, Quiroga, who then gets set and makes it pay off. So the dig and the kill for Quiroga, and he's now got 9. He's the leader. Case Beer, as we said, off to somewhat of a slow start, only has 4 kills, but Quiroga with 9, leading all hitters in this match. Serves it into the net.
Quiroga loves to hit that changeup. And that serve is very difficult for a passer, especially when they're hanging deep, because Quiroga's also got the major heater. When he throws that changeup, more often than not, if it gets over the net, it's an ace.
And so Marks now back to serve for Hawaii. And he hits it into the net.
Well, Hawaii's serving just not doing them much service right now.
Hawaii now 11 errors, serving errors, 0 aces. 1 ace, 6 serving errors, Bruins.
Well, even worse, even the jump serves that Hawaii's getting in right now are not causing many problems for the Bruin passers. Of course, they've got 3 really good passers in Matrom, Quiroga, and Case Beer. Probably as good as any trio in the country.
So Nick West, high toss. And a good serve, and it's just out. Boy, Case Beer at the very last minute choosing to let that one go and making a very good decision. It wasn't out by much. So 9 serving 11. Bruins back in the lead. Kyle Caldwell, the 6'9" senior setter. Oh, what a pass. Costello with one hand just throws it out there. Hunt over the double block. And K-Spear with a little move at the net. Lofi and Biscaro turn it back to K-Spear and puts it through the double block this time for the kill.
Smart play by K-Spear that time. Keep the ball in play. He saw the cross-court angle taken away, so he ripped it down the line. 5 kills for Jeremy already tonight.
And the biggest lead now of the second set at 3. Now 2 as Hawaii gets the side out on the service error.
I thought on Caldwell's first serve he was going to get an ace because he got Costello right down the line. But how about Costello's one-armed save to keep the ball alive? It was actually a pretty good pass up to the net.
So Biscaro now, we were talking about his serving early. Gets this one in. Again, perfect pass right to the center. K-Spear puts it over. Biscaro saves it, and Hinkle trying to go cross court, hits it into the net.
Hawaii finally gets a dig there, and they just do not convert in transition. Very important for that hitter to keep that ball in play and make the other team pay.
K-Spear with a little floater changeup, and Hunt just trying to almost punch it through the block.
Set a little tight. He was just swinging for the fences there, hoping that the blockers would have their hands face the wrong direction.
Well, sure enough, they did. The block couldn't turn it in. And a point Hawaii back within 2. And again, Al skates up, kind of surveying the landscape. And Stephen Hunt with the service error.
It's almost like Hawaii's servers are trying too hard to make it tough on UCLA's passers because their passers are so good. And in doing so, they're making a lot of service errors.
Hinkle, just an easy little roll shot. And Quiroga off the block. And Hunt, a diving effort, but it'll get there. And the biggest lead now, 4 points by UCLA. We get to the 15 mark, we take timeout, 15-11. Bruins lead it here in set number 2. A couple little cuties right there. It's Oceanic Time Warner, folks. It's OCTW night here. Shelly Thomas and Matt Mishima. And at the intermission, the promotion tonight, courtesy of Oceanic Time Warner Cable. On behalf of them, OC Sports, happy to be here bringing you the action tonight. The Warriors dropping the first set, trailing here in the second. Need to get it going right now. J.P. Marks, that's a good start out of the timeout, gets a good swing.
Well, it all started with the pass. When the pass gets up there in the net where Biscaro can threaten that he's going to set one of the middles, it opens it up for the outside.
Lofi with that float serve. Quiroga on the far side off the block. West and Hinkle went up.
Quiroga basically in fuego right now. Look at his numbers. 11 kills, 15 errors, or 15 tries, hitting .733 as an outside hitter. You hit .290 as an outside hitter, you're doing pretty good.
Took that one right off the head of Nick West. West trying to come right back at him with the swing. It's turned back. Marks off the block. Good hands to keep that one alive by the Bruins. And then hitting it into the net is Nick Vogel. That'll be a point Hawaii. They're back within 2. Once again, the Bruins have won the last 5 matches in the series here at the Stan Sheriff Center, dating back to 2008.
And Vogel having an opposite night of Quiroga. He's got 1 kill, 4 errors, hitting -600.
Wow.
2 guys at opposite ends of the pole.
And this time, Vogel manages to find success as soon as you call him out.
Raises his arm up, gives a little smile, and goes, finally I got a kill.
I'm sure he doesn't know the exact hitting percentage, but he had to know it was somewhere in the negative. Quiroga serves it into the net. You know, it's funny, talking about Al Skates and how many times he and the Bruins have been here. It made me wonder during the singing of Hawaii Pono'i, I looked over just to see if by chance he might have been maybe singing along. He wasn't. But I bet you, it's just subliminally, he probably could sing along to it.
Yeah, he loves this place. Loves to play golf over here. I know he Likes to bring his wife Sue on trips over here. And he's been coming to the Outrigger Hotels Classic forever. There was a good serve by Marks.
And a good follow by Caldwell.
They finally get a good serve that's a near overpass. And there's Caldwell, the 6'9" center, to go up and win the joust. Watch this. This is a great play by Caldwell. He saves the day right here.
Pushed it right over Nick West. Hunt now. And Hunt hammers it right at Casebeer and gets the kill. So Hawaii back within 3. It'll be 15 serving 18. Hawaii needs to reel off a couple of natural points. And once again, Hawaii going to go to the serving specialist. It's going to be Harrison Phelps this time. We've seen Scott Hartley already. We've seen Brooks Adore as well come off the bench to serve. So now
I think West got the yank because on the serving because he served out 4 times.
Oh, that's one of those tough to get serves, is dropping it right over the net. Hunt hammers it cross court for the kill.
And finally, that serve drew a bad pass. Bruins had nowhere to go.
It's a little Canadian maple leaf for the young man out of Toronto, Ontario. And there's that little floater again, this one a little bit deeper, easy to handle. And an easy play is Quiroga came in and there was nobody there on that front portion of the court. And he just dropped it right in there.
Quiroga finds more ways to get the ball to the floor. I'm telling you, he's got that roll shot, he's got a tip shot. He's got the hard-driven ball that just rattles between the block. He's got angle, he's got line, he's got what they call a wide fan. Tough to know how to line up on him.
So the left-hand serve that time is Scott Vegas comes in, and Vegas winning that bet right off the net for the ace serve. 20-16 now. The Bruins of UCLA looking to take this second set after already taking set 1 25-21.
See what's new this spring at Big Island Candies. Visit BigIslandCandies.com to view their entire seasonal collection.
Okay, the crowd's getting more and more inventive on the paddle cam. They're getting that human component involved.
Yeah.
They were the winners, by the way. Stephen Hunt, was that off the block? Yes, it was. And Hawaii with the point. They're within 3, 17-20.
Smart shot by Stephen Hunt. It's a good serve. The pass wasn't great. The only person that could be set then was Stephen Hunt. And UCLA knew it. They were out there lined up waiting for him. He just tooled high off the hands and got the easy kill.
Descaro. Pass by Casebeer on the far side. The hammer by Vogel. Vogel with a good swing.
Once again, UCLA with a perfect pass right up to the net. Vogel one-on-one on the outside him and just Stanley Hinkle, and that was it.
Casebeer with the serve. Setting it up for Hunt. The easy roll shot. That time manages to find success. Puts it down on the floor right in front of the diving Evan Matra.
Hunt having a good night so far. 9 kills, no errors, 19 tries, 474.
Good block by Lofi and Marks, but right back comes Thomas Amberg.
Nice cover by Casebeer on the first swing. Second swing, he just went OTT, over the top.
So the Bruins closing in on set number 2. They lead at 22-18. Hinkle with the hammer. Tell you, Hinkle not a real tall guy. I mean, he's not short, but he's 6'5", but I tell you what, he can sky, can't he?
He can. Played for a very good club volleyball team out in St. Louis. And he is improving every day. When I saw him in the fall, he was pretty rookie, pretty young. Now he's much more mature, making better selection in his shots.
Quiroga. And he goes for that deep shot, puts it down, and now it's 23-19. And the Bruins 2 points away from taking a 2-0 advantage. The Bruins won that last match, also in 5. The Outrigger Hotels Invitational. That one going 25-22, 23-23. Well, a lot of dancing in the stands, but unfortunately dancing to the beat of the Bruins, who are on the verge of taking a 2-0 advantage and turning a lot of smiley faces into frowns here in the Stan Sheriff Center.
Hawaii can hardly be faulted. You know, they're hitting like 353 right now, but they're playing against a team that's hitting 426.
Unfortunately for Hawaii, 13 service errors, part of the problem, and Kyle Caldwell, nice to be left-handed in that particular situation, slapped it down, and now set point.
13 service errors have not helped them, and then that poor pass there did not help them either, because UCLA is converting in transition at a very high rate.
And Nick West gets a good set, gets the kill, extends this second set, at least another serve. Hinkle will go back for Hawaii. They trail 20-24.
Smart swing by West that time. He was covered up by blocked that time by West Dunlap. Found a way to put it down.
And Hinkle on set point serves it out. Service error number 14. And the Bruins of UCLA take a 2-0 advantage. So we will take a break. We'll be back at the intermission with Dan Devone and the guys over in the tunnel. Hawaii dropping the first two, 25-21 and 25-10. Stick around, much more to come here at the Stan Sheriff Center.